Hi, first graders. It's Mrs. Maris here. So today we are going to be reading another nonfiction story that's also about gorillas, because I know this week we've been learning a lot about those gorillas in our reading and our rereading. So we read Coco and Penny, which was about Coco the gorilla and Penny, her caretaker, who taught her all of those amazing things. And today we're going to read Saving Mountain Gorillas. And this is also a nonfiction text because we can see real pictures. There are pictures with captions that tell us more about what's going on. And this is a real story about a real gorilla and a real doctor named Dr. Helen Gichohi. That's my best guess. So it says, while we're reading, read about how a woman works to save gorillas. So I'm already kind of making connections with what was going on in Coco and Penny. And this one's really short. It's just one page. And then I'm going to help you guys do your assignment that goes along with this. It says, Helen Gichohi lives in Kenya. She has a team that keeps gorillas like Coco safe. People used to hunt gorillas. Then Helen and her team came. The team began to teach people not to hurt them. The team helps gorillas' families stay together. They find the places where they sleep and help keep them safe. Soon we will have more gorillas. Safe families can grow big. And then this caption says, this is a picture of Dr. Helen Gichohi. So it says Dr. Helen Gichohi is the president of the African Wildlife Foundation. And this picture down here shows a man and a gorilla, and the caption says, a ranger finds a gorilla. He takes notes. He will work to keep it safe. So I want you guys to read along with her, and then we're going to discuss what you're going to do to respond to your reading.
Helen Gichohi lives in Kenya. She has a team that keeps gorillas like Coco safe. People used to hunt gorillas. Then Helen and her team came. The team began to teach people not to hunt them. The team helps gorilla families stay together. They find the places where they sleep and help keep them safe. Soon we will have more gorillas. Safe families can grow big. Dr. Helen Gichohi is president of the African Wildlife Foundation. A ranger finds a gorilla. He takes notes. He will work to keep it safe.
So friends, I was thinking while she was reading, I want to make sure that you understand what's happening with the gorillas. If you've ever heard of the words endangered species, you might be making a connection with this. Mrs. Maris is. So endangered species are some animals that there used to be a lot of them, but because either they lost their homes, because people were cutting down their homes and building things, or because humans were hunting them, either to eat them or to keep them. There's less and less of them in the wild. And so if we don't do things to take care of these animals that are endangered species, there might not be any more of them. So that's why Dr. Helen's job is so important, and they work so hard to save these mountain gorillas. So what you guys are going to be doing is two different things. The first thing is you're going to work on page 209 in your turn practice book. And Mrs. Maris does not have that page. So I just wanted to remind you that that's what your expectation is. But I'm going to work with you guys in your writing journals. So if you'd like to take those out right now, I'm going to work. I don't have a journal, but I'm going to do it online. And it says in your writing journal, write 2 sentences that tell how Dr. Helen helped mountain gorillas. Draw a picture to match your writing. Okay? So I want you to get out your writing journals, and I am going to pull up a document. And so, oops, where'd it go? I'm going to keep it small so you guys can see me. So we're working to think of 2 ways that Dr. Helen helped mountain gorillas. So I want you to think back to what we read and kind of brainstorm and think in your head. But you know what good readers also do? They think of ideas, but then they use the text to find text evidence to make sure they're correct. So we wouldn't just write something silly like, Dr. Helen helped mountain gorillas by giving them pizza. Well, no, because that's not what happened in the text. So you might have some ideas right now, but I want us to go back and look and confirm our ideas before we go ahead and write our sentences, okay? So let's see. I know Dr. Helen keeps them safe. It says it right here. She has a team that keeps gorillas like Coco safe. Another thing that she does is teach people not to hunt them. And her team helps gorilla families stay together so they don't get separated, like the mom and dad don't get separated from the baby. And they find places where they sleep and help keep them safe. So we have a couple different choices right here. Mrs. Maris is going to choose for my first choice. I like how Dr. Helen helps keep the families together. So when I'm thinking about writing a whole sentence, I can't just write families stay together, okay? Well, we got to think about who is helping them and what's going on. So let's see. Dr. Helen helps to keep gorilla families together. Now that's a complete sentence because it's one whole thought. Dr. Helen helps to keep gorilla families together. Mrs. Maris started with a capital. I have space between each word, and I ended with a period. Make sure you guys do that too. You don't have to have the same sentence as me because there's lots of different ideas, but make sure that you are practicing good writing. Okay, so for my second sentence, I also really liked the part about Dr. Helen keeping them safe when they slept, because if you think about it, there's nobody to check on them when they're sleeping. They can't protect themselves. So I'm going to say Dr. Helen also keeps gorillas safe when they sleep by protecting them. Okay, so I want you guys to see that. So you can see Mrs. Maris has 2 sentences. Both of them start with capitals and end with periods. And both of my facts came from the reading. So if you're trying to think of ideas for your writing, just make sure that it's coming from the reading. So you can always go back and reread and find that text evidence, okay? So that's all I've got for you in reading today. Remember, don't forget your Wonders workbook page. And I can't illustrate on here, but obviously I would love to see you guys draw wonderful pictures of Dr. Helen and the gorillas in the jungle. That would be awesome. So don't forget to illustrate your writing. And happy learning, and bye for now, friends.